Oh, sorry y'all had to sit in silence for a couple of minutes there. Thought I hit the button, but guess just not strongly enough. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. It is Sunday. It is Memorial Day weekend. Pagan Samurai. How are you doing, sir? It's been a hot minute. Hope everyone is doing well. I got another one of my new kits. I can't read it upside down. It's some Thai team. I got a kit from Thailand. And we need the whole point tonight is to find ourselves a new center half. What do you mean you win? Oh, you got first. I thought your team did something. They will not force us. Usually this is the perfect song because it's 5 minutes in. Kind of gets you a little pumped up. And I had to go and screw it all up, so sorry about that. So we've been looking at the squad, and that's what we got kind of on the right side in the backup role. Quarshi, if we have to. Quarshi is one of our starting center halves. We also lost one to injury, I want to say. Yeah, Malzahund is out injured. He'll be back in a couple of days, thank God, but Oli Girth is just not enough. Christopher Rausch, not really enough. Daniel Pools, he's out playing on the left side most of the time. So we need to go out and we need to find ourselves a new center back. But we don't want to go nuts on center back, because we're really not looking for a starter. Maybe we're looking for someone like we don't have that kind of cash, but maybe a high potential youngster like Gian. Although he's kind of mediocre for what we'd be getting for our money. So probably not somebody like Gian. Maybe we try to steal somebody from Werder Bremen while they are managerless. Just get a loan. This is why I keep you around, man. We have some money. No, we don't have money. What happened to all my wage budget? Oh, it's because we just re-signed somebody. Do I have anyone on the short list? No, I really do not. I'm going to do, but I don't. I don't remember what the Swifties was. I don't remember what I was doing with these short list guys. I know. You'll be shocked. Yeah, let's just clear that. Let's see who may be available out on the loan. A new stadium with no loans. That's pretty awesome, actually. How's it going? So I was originally gonna stream last night, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch the Union game. Height. No, not that. Damn it. Shock. Really? Just your third season at Strasbourg, and they just said, you know what? Let's just do this. Got some options here. Got some German options as well. Sima Suso. Versatile, to say the least. I think I'm going to need to, before I try to make any offers, though, I think I need to move some money around. Yeah, this possession one isn't great. Headers one is pretty awful. Tony writes, again, just kind of fair. He's currently at Heidenheim. So he's in the Bundesliga right now. Good personality. He's consistent. Looks to be a little bit more offensive minded. Country dreams stay with you like a lover's voice, just a mount. Oh yeah, I was looking at ability. Pascal Kaiser, 20-year-old from Bayer Leverkusen. That's a lot of red for a high-value player. Marko Ivizic. Mm-hmm. 6'4". Let's at least get some idea about him. There's Suso. There's Gian. Oh, we didn't like Gian enough. Not for the money. Janis Dortch. Yeah, I mean, if he's high-end and everything, great. If not, Sadiq Fofana, 28 years old, at Jan Regensburg. Yeah, he's not bad. Let's put these guys on the Swifties list. Ooh, ooh. All right, Ivizic is the guy I'm... Yeah, I'm not looking to pay his salary. Sadiq the Freak. You better, you better, you bet. Oh wait, let's go. Now I gotta wait till we get back. Fabian Kunze, 6'4". The goal is to. The goal, Samurai, is to find ourselves a serviceable backup center half for the year. Alexander Bush. He's got one on his head. Center back. You better, you better, you bet. He's got a head of hair on him. Patrick Koa. He's not bad. Patrick and Koa is not terrible. Oscar Balut. It's going to be slow. Laurence Rosier. He's going to be slow. Dominic Starkel. Most definitely going to be slow. Vincenzo Puglia. He's either... and he's only 19. Mustafa Aksoy. Slow, but he can get in the air. And when it comes to all that living, I know what I'm giving. So I gotta keep my eye on my messages. Lady friend's having a rough night. Sebastian Groys. I have managed half a season in the Netherlands. Doing my off of the bottom save. Honestly, his strength is probably rather tragic for 6'6", 194 pounds. You better, you better, you bet. You better, you better, you bet. He could be, he could not be. All right, we'll put him on the short list. We've got 5 targets for right now. Let's see when we get a little bit more information on those guys. Who's this guy? Oh, we know my GM is going to be worthless. I'll ask him. But I'm not overly optimistic about his ability in this situation. Hey, what happened to... I'm in the Zweite Bundesliga. This ain't lower level. I mean, it's lower, but it's not. It's not your typical lower level. Yeah, I end up having to scout anyway. Because the guys this guy knows, I know nothing about. Apparently, he's hot on Italy. Daniele Morelli. Only 6 foot, though. Yes. You can tell by the badge. No, my director of football is Christian Walter. Oh, I thought you were saying he is Italian. No, he is German. In fact, look at his scouting knowledge. Austria, Czechia, Germany, Switzerland, Poland. He doesn't know dick about Italy, and then he gives me 3 Italian loans. I read an article somewhere that guys in Italy are pretty good. An Italian enthusiast. Madness. Yeah, he goes out for dinner and he goes out for dinner and all of a sudden he's like, oh shit, I gotta call my boss back. I doubt that. Look, if my daughter was hooking up with guys in Italy, I was not going to try to get them a job. Finally seen the end. All right, our win streak or our unbeaten run is now 10 games long. All right, I've got that. I tried asking ChatGPT for formation suggestion, like tactical suggestions. It was all right. Braunschweig. So what I was doing, I basically, I forget what I asked because it was a while back, and it was for something offline. Like I would never, like unless we were, what may be an interesting idea is sometime at some point maybe doing a crowdsourced AI, not a save necessarily, but where chat provides the questions that we ask of the AI, and we take whatever suggestions we receive. Not saying we're doing this here. Not saying we're doing it now. I have been giving a lot of additional thought, however, to the idea we were talking about last time. And this would be for YouTube. So we keep doing this save here on Twitch. of doing a youth academy / Legionnaire type of save. And I was looking at and Paris 13 or Paris Athletic 13, whatever it is intriguing. But I was also thinking about the possibility of either doing... See, all right, so Germany's tough because there aren't any... Paris 13 Atletico, thank you. The thing with Germany is that even the database that I have, that I set up this save with, only goes through the third tier of Germany. So we'd be stuck with the teams that we're always stuck with. Not that that's a bad thing. Not that I'm crapping on Germany and the German leagues. Yeah, but maybe thinking of, okay, let's do... and what kind of threw water on it is like, okay, maybe we'll pick a team in Berlin and we'll only do players from Berlin. And you've got Union Berlin and the other one. But you only got two choices, basically. Neither of them are fantastic. Now, we could do something around like St. Pauli, for example, and only pull from the immediate area around St. Pauli. The Paris 13 Atletico would have been good. Obviously, you've got Paris. Do you include the Parisian like the ones that are like the suburbs of Paris? Like the town I live in, for example. It's not officially in Philadelphia, but I'd consider it Philadelphia for something like this. I'm afraid to hear this idea that you have for a save. But lay it on me anyway. A new intermediary suggestion. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that. As the member of a family that fled Germany, long before that, I mean, my great-grandparents emigrated in like 1913. So the first war. They ran to escape the first war. Yeah, I'm not touching World War II with a 10-foot pole. Oh, we got our new goalkeeper coach. Wait. Oh, it's U19. So I'm like, I didn't sign a new goalkeeper coach. We're going to have to rotate a bit for this next match, by the way. You know, my original idea was to do Viborg. I mean, honestly, like, I could walk 5 minutes and be within the city limits of Philadelphia. So it's not that far-fetched, but I don't live in the city of Philadelphia. So if I did Viborg, I would try to do only get players from the central Jutland, which is that peninsula they're on, that middle section. But then it's like, you know, do you only do Viborg and the surrounding community? So I thought about doing the surrounding areas. It's just very hard to Wait, so Samurai, where are you in the Philly area? Are you in the Philly area? Maxime Brody is training at a 10. I try not to go in the Berks if I can help it. Like, I went to a Fight and Phil's game in like 2017. We are massive, massive favorites. Yeah, I don't touch Schuylkill County with a 10-foot pole. So Artius Limassol have made an offer for Patrick and Koa, who's one of the guys we've been looking at. So that tells me we need to go look at our short list and see if we have any information. Oh, sorry. Any information whatsoever. Oh, here's the problem with Marko Ivazic. One, he's got a bid on him from Zwolle. 50% header possession is... Or 50% header completion is troubling. Looking statistically, he doesn't make a lot of tackles. I kind of like Sebastian Grois. Especially his possession one numbers are just kind of off the charts. But he's been playing as a midfielder. A USL say with promotion to MLS? I'm about to look at the Italian. Don't worry. I'm just reading chat. With one of the two Kentucky teams and only signing from Kentucky. See, I think that's going to be that's difficult. That is a challenge. Because you're not getting a ton of ton of talent out of the United States in general relative to the rest of the world. It's not bad. Good possession one numbers. He's playing right back though. Yeah, if you go in their information. So he's from Viganovo, Italy. So the only problem with me doing like a Regionaire type save is I just don't know the geography of these places well enough. But when I say the problem with, I'm saying what would make it difficult. Puglia, yes. All right, this is one of the suggestions from my DOF. That's true, and I can always just put in like what I see on a map and then work from there. Why do I only have the one guy? Where is... Have I not successfully scouted somebody from Kasiavit? Well, so I thought about that, but so if I don't do something in the big city, picking a smaller team in a more obscure state, and try to go from there. Iker VR, we had him at some point. I'm not looking to get him. We had him in one of our other saves. We had him. We finally got him in Croatia. Sadiq the Freak. Here he looks good. He's just not where the rubber meets the road. And Patrick Nkoya. He's only played 2 games at center back. 32 years old. He could only get in 7 matches at Kaiserslautern. Well, no, he got in a lot more than that, but for some reason didn't register. All right, let's go back to so the problem with these two guys is they've both been played out of position. Groys and Puglia. Kind of looking at the two side by side here. Marking and tackling, they're both the same. Groys's better positioning. Yeah. I mean, Puglia is definitely more cost friendly. Oh, I don't need to ask the all right, he might be interested in the loan move, they say. So let's make an offer to loan him in. All right, they want 40% for Gross. And they want him to be an important player. Here they want him playing fullback. Nah, that's true. No, but the position did matter. All right, we're playing ball, playing defender, so I'm okay leaving that. Let's see if at least get a deal on him. No, they have 40%. Sebastian Gross is the answer because the Italian is just ridiculous with his demands. All right, let's play a match, shall we? Oh, they accepted our offer for Gross. Sweet. Wow, 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 wow. Who cares if a Poku is injured? Although, I'm starting to think I just play a Poku at striker. I mean, if I've got him on the team, if he ain't going anywhere, maybe he can contribute. All clean sheets in the Zweite Bundesliga this match week so far. Marko Ivesic. Yeah. I'm comfortable with what we got. I mean, this guy might be a decent midfielder, but who cares? All right, Braunschweig in 17th, and we got Magdeburg in 16th. I think we're going to run our... Now I'm saying it out loud, of course. Theoretically, we should be able to run our unbeaten streak to an even dozen. Is that actually going to be the case? That I do not know. Oh, Malzahund, he's okay for the bench here. Yeah, we got a lot of changes we need to make. None of it's pretty. All right, Landazuri is going to come out, I guess. Let's go with Egloff. Spider will go here. Kaba, I guess. Let's go Vespa. I guess Jan's playing. Kind of ain't got much of a choice. We'll fill our bench here. Ryman is unhappy. Maybe we just need to pick up ourselves a new backup goalkeeper and just get rid of this guy. So it's going to be Pona with Puels, Quarshi, Girth for the second match in a row. Wait, who's Andretta? Oh, Cole Andretta? He wants to play more. He's a second team regular, but he wants more playing time. Kvarchi, Girth, Vespa with Spider, Lazada, and Egloff, Unsold, Brody, and Jan. Can't keep everybody happy. See, Well, you know what it is. It's the football manager thing. And we're off. Braunschweig in the Gelb. Five points over Kaiserslautern as things stand right now. And this is our game in hand, so we win. We make it 7. Peels the clearage. Tracked down by Rosenblum. Rosenblum looking back. Post finds Dario. Shits. Like, literally, the guy's name is Shits. I think he was offside, though. Kaiserslautern. Oh, he was not offside. Great cross by Rosenblum. Not such a great... I guess it was a decent effort by Vespa. So I think now one of my favorite teams in the Premier League is Man U, man, because they have been so kind and generous. Joshua Quarshi. All for the corner. That would have gotten me free Chick-fil-A here in Philly. I mean, look, last week, Man U allowed Spurs to win their first trophy in God knows how long. And then today, Man U was very generous in getting Newcastle into the... Oh, holy Jan. What a cross. Hey, if they're giving me free food, I'm not boycotting anybody. I mean, Newcastle got beat by Everton today. I'm not going to say handily, but it was a nice-looking game. Jordan Pickford was great. And speaking of great games, Sunderland coming back in the 75th and 95th minutes, I believe. Scoring 2 goals to secure a spot in the Premier League, which means that Jordan Pickford is going back to the Stadium of Light this season. That was good. I mean, the first half was kind of trash, but the final 15 minutes or so of the DFB Pokal final between Arminia Bielefeld and Stuttgart was pretty awesome. And Charlton Athletic made their way out of League One. They're going to be in the championship next year. After I believe it was a 1-0 victory this morning. I was kind of rooting for Bielefeld for a while. Hey, Benny. And then, while Benny's here, I'm not trying to rub salt in the wound because you know where my loyalties lie. I was actually searching up to try to find the least expensive place to buy a Philadelphia Union kit. Because, yeah, first I looked at Rally House because there's one nearby. $100. I get 2 kits a month delivered from England for that money. Uh-oh. Gets through Meissner. Turns it over at Pools. Lozada over the top. Unsold across for Jan, and he misses it wide. He was offside anyway. My point is I can get in ML... damn. So anyway, I mean, result notwithstanding, that game last night was, for the neutral, that was a fantastic match last night between Philadelphia Union and Inter Miami at Subaru Park. That, yes, but you know what? That was where Rick's youth showed through, because he did not set that wall properly. That strike from Messi was, oh my God. Like, you've got to recognize, like, it's like Mo Salah, you know? Like, I hate him because I hate him because, you know, he's on Liverpool, but I recognize the talent. Oh no. Look, at the end of the day, Benny, it's not the be all and end all for our season. Hold on, I'm trying to. And that's a problem. No, I did. I was trying to zoom in to see what it said. Because when I open up a link, it puts it in my little tiny window that I do the sound off of. Oh yeah, the Union are still number one in the East and are most likely going to stay that way. Let's get Malzo in some minutes. It was a hell of a strike. And then the goal, yeah, the equalizer was a hell of a strike. Tyberi getting tackled by the junk, though, was pretty funny. Call Andretta. Lozada in the box, cuts it outside, gives it to Andretta, a cross, gets through Egloff, Puels is there, Puels moves it forward, shoots it, and scores his first of the season to make it HANSA Rostock 3, Braunschweig 1. I'll give you the spoiler-free answer to that question. Oh, my allergies are kicking in. I could feel it. Sorry, on my list here, I kind of have MLS buried a little bit. So, Philly, if Cincy loses, Philly stays in first, yeah? It's full time. I'm not going to tell you the result. Do you want me to tell? I'll let you watch the game. Just watch the game. What's the score of the game for you? I don't know what the scoring breakdown was. I guess I can look it up. Three-two Atlanta, yeah. I had to reverse engineer that information in my own head. Beckman in. Great stop by Farshi. Flo Curter. Oh, yeah. No, I read it. I knew what you meant. Hey, Anavar, life's treating me all right. Lost my mom almost 2 months ago now, but it was not unexpected, so I took a little break, kind of easing my way back in. Ruger in. Gustling got his head on it, cleared it away. We have achieved full time, and we have won, or we've gone unbeaten in 11 straight, taking care of Braunschweig. Dario Schitz. Yes, that's how you pronounce his name. I swear to God. Well, assuming where's he from? Is he Latvian? Yeah, he is Latvian. Oh my God, I was watching that game. Holy hell. Holy hell. Mine was, she would have been 75 earlier this month. But Alzheimer's, so it's not like your normal situation. I'm Is that thunder? Is somebody... What's the weather forecast in Philadelphia? I hear rumbling. There is a 36% chance of rain. So I've got my windows cracked. I need to know if I've got a... Like, I'm neither a fan of the Oilers or the Stars. I'm a St. Louis Blues fan. And I guess secondarily, I would be a Winnipeg Jets fan, because they used to be the Atlanta Thrashers, and I used to be a season ticket holder. Well, no, is it Thunder or is it fireworks? I mean, it is Memorial Day weekend. Oh, no, I am. I'm talking about Western Conference. I'm talking about in the West. I don't think about you at all. No, so I was an Atlanta season ticket holder when I lived in Atlanta for a year, and then I covered them the year after, so I didn't need season tickets because I had a press pass. But I've been a St. Louis Blues fan since the mid '90s. No, never ahead of the Flyers. What is taking him so long? So when the Blues got eliminated by the Jets, I was like, fine, even though I definitely wanted the Blues to win. So then when the Jets got eliminated, I'm like, all right, well, I'm done. I only watched the game today because I was looking, I needed something. I need something. Oh, I'm like trying to figure out why I'm like not sending anything. That's because I got this new carpet cleaner. I thought I was buying a vacuum cleaner. And then when I saw that it can do the wet stuff, I'm like, oh, great. It does both. It doesn't do both. So I had to go out and then buy a vacuum cleaner. But So I had a bunch of stains on the carpet just because, it's 20-year-old carpet. And I've got pets, and the dog has puked, and the cat has puked, and I've spilled coffee because I'm an idiot. But like one run through with that, holy shit. Although when I dumped out the dirty water, holy shit. I almost took a picture of it and posted it. Like, it was so vile. Puel's named in the Elf der Woche, which I know what that means. Elf der Woche. My accent is still terrible, though. All right, so we are going to sign this guy, right? I don't see us needing to do anything else. I didn't see any of the MLS today. Although I do have to say, the presentation on Apple is kind of nice. We're sending Ollie Girth home. Stop. I thought that the elbow last night was going to get called. Like, I thought they were gonna upgrade that one. I mean, it could have gone either way, but like it's so hard to tell. And the reason I'm saying that, and again, I'm not like supporting it. Like, I would have been happy as a pig in shit if he got the right card. Yes, he stuck his elbow out, but he kind of like held it there. And was it Damiani? Damiani ran right into it. So it wasn't like it was this kind of motion. He just put his arm up and found Damiani. Definitely deserving of a yellow, but I can see why it didn't get upgraded. There was no like swinging motion. I think if his arm was in motion, absolutely. Like if he was boom. No, I don't know if you could tell during the game, but they showed it on. Some guy grabbed Baribo by the dick at one point in the first half. Now, I also think Baribo was offside on the second goal. Just from the way it looked. Again, super happy he scored. He's leading the league. I did not know he is an Israeli international. But, and here's where, like, the shit you learned from FM, he has so he's a Sephardic Jew. And the Sephardic Jews, there are more Latin, they've got more of a Latin history. So because he is a Sephardic Jew, he has no, it's fine. Like, again, when I just like saw the replay, and I got free chicken from the corner kick goal from Quinn Sullivan, so I'm happy about that. So he's got a Portuguese passport, which makes it easier for him to play in Europe. All right, Magdeburg, then more coffee. And it would be really, really great if I had my new center back now. I have a number of friends who live there now. Well, I'm sure they're trying to be super careful, Ben. All right, Rochelle is back. Landazuri is back. Let's get Vufak on the bench and play some Matt Sawyer. Still not quite ready to play. Wait, weren't we trying to... Well, yeah. Look, my last jersey from the UK spent like 5 days sitting in New York City. What's the name of the... Oh, it's Ruger, isn't it? Yeah, Ruger's the one that we're trying to... That's bullshit. I was trying not to curse. I failed. Oh, crap. I fell in the demotion zone. Haven't really been taking it super seriously this time around. Oh, no. Not your fault. All right, so Malzahund is back, Rochel's back, Landazuri's back, Jan is injured, so we'll get Lillian Egloff back up there. Yeah, Egloff's more of that middle kind of guy. Oh, and woeful form for 1.FC Magdeburg. We are better than them. But I see the complacency is setting in. I'm a little concerned at home against a team in the relegation zone. Ends out wide. Mueller looking for Gergich. Intercepted by Corsi. Yeah, like it's all Magdeburg highlights so far, although we have won the ball back. Come on, Farshi. Up for Rochel. Pivots it to Landazuri. Turns to his left before laying it back to Farshi. Oh, is the match still going on? Vespa taken down. That's a penalty. 4 minutes of added time in a 3-2 match, huh? No spoilers. Samuel Unsall. I almost called him Wes. 10th goal of the year for Sammy. Schultz guessed correctly, but he still puts it past him. Top corner. That was the same. That was if Omar Marmouche took the penalty the way that Samuel Unsall just did, then maybe Crystal Palace wouldn't have won the cup. Just saying. Conde. Oh, finds Sasa, who could not find the back of the net. Was deflected behind by Malzahn, so here we go. I don't know why Holland didn't take it. Now, I know that Marmouche was taking them when Holland was out, but they should have gone back. So, game in hand situation over Kaiserslautern and Hertha. Oh, that's the other Berlin team. Hertha Berlin. No, he didn't. It was Marmouche. In the FA Cup final, it was Marmouche. Look at this. We're losing the possession battle. What the hell's going on here? Lozada, Lindazri. All the way back. Malzahn. Right side. Vespa. He's got a lane. Vespa's in. Schultz gets his finger on it. 4-2, baby. Let's go. That's your final, by the way. I'm pretty confident in letting you know that since they scored in the 5th minute of 5 minutes. Or the 5th minute of 4 minutes. So the Philadelphia Union remain top of the East. Sorry, I ruined the final 30 seconds for you. Or top of the league, I'm sorry. Unsold. Brody. Deflected. Corner. And we are running away with the league here. After this, we still have 14 matches left, I believe. The difference is Sam Unsold's pen. Dominic Ryman is unsure. Malzahn, Vespa pushes it wide, has it swept away. Now he's down. He'll be fine, though. No, he won't. I mean, that's valid. Like, no, because if you sell the tickets, you're going to sell them to a Messi fan. And it's a shame because I do like Messi. I'm predisposed to like Messi because of I have family from and living in Argentina. Unsold. Over the top. Brody settles it down. Shoots. And it allowed time for RMB to get back there. RMB. He was on the... Work the Space had him on one of his saves this year. Well, ironically, Brody's playing slightly out of position in this game. He'd been in the middle of the last couple with Oli Jan, who we picked up at the beginning of the window. We purchased him from the was it Jan Regensburg having the fire sale or Werder Bremen? One of those teams. Lozada, great job. Not me will remember if he's paying attention. There's a team that went into administration. Which team went into administration that we got Oli Jan from? Was it Augsburg? I feel like it was Augsburg. Look at Dusseldorf all the way in 15th. Rot-Weiss Essen in 12th. Holstein Kiel 11th. St. Pauli 10th. Yeah, Birdie's just not getting it done. We'll play the unhappy boy. Rashel over the top. Farshi. Rashel, is he going to bang it? No, he's going to go around the side to Lozada. Dropped for Malzahund. Rashel again in the middle. Malzahund. Seeding space. Kaba to Landazari. Everyone kind of trying to get back to their normal spot. Kwarshi, great job. Egloff around the side. Andretta, he may have been off. He may have been off. He was not off. That one's going to count. And coming into the match, unhappy with his playing time, but getting some tonight. And Cole Andretta with, I believe, his second goal of the season. I'm generally feeling pretty good about this team. We held Magdeburg to a single shot on goal. They could not find the target. That's not a bad XG for, let's say, a .28 XG on 2 shots. Neither of them on target is actually pretty good. Final moments here. Landazuri loses it to ends. Mueller's not going to get a chance. Final whistle and a clean sheet for HANSA Rostock. 2-0, your final score. And, yeah, we're doing great. Oh, this is one of my favorite all-time Bond themes. This was number one. This song dominated the radio in the summer of 1985. And I like Duran Duran. I actually saw Duran Duran in concert my freshman year of high school. As far as the movies or the theme songs? I mean, as far as theme songs, like, can you really beat Live and Let Die? Skyfall was the one that Adele did, right? My 3 favorite are I'm in no particular order. A View to a Kill, Live and Let Die, and The Spy Who Loved Me. Because I'm sappy like that. Oh, but we can't forget the legendary Shirley Bassey. Goldfinger, wah, wah, wah. He's a man, the man with the Midas touch. Got to go old school with Goldfinger. Oleon's out 4 to 5 weeks. How did he twist it? He didn't even play in the match. Sammy Lunsold, great job. All right. View to a Kill. That was still Roger Moore. Yeah, it was Roger Moore. That was his last one. Roger Moore, Christopher Walken, and Grace Jones. All right, now I'm getting a little annoyed. What's going on here? Although my favorite Christopher Walken performance still has to be the Weapon of Choice video. That's just fun as hell. Just knowing how weird he is. Alrighty, I'm going to go get myself a little bit more coffee. I'm going to check on the dog. Why is Svante... All right, Benny, have yourself a wonderful night. Enjoy your day off tomorrow. I mean, to be fair, he's got 2 goals in 8 appearances. Only 4 of them starts. Maybe I'll try him in the midfield. Give him a little playing time. I don't know, but we'll do that. We'll deal with that when we get back. Hang tight, everybody. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I just realized, Australia Dave, I've been neglecting you, and I'm sorry. I had a different tab up. So I hid my chat on YouTube, and I hope that you will forgive me. We will be back. Just a few. Hang tight, everybody. See you soon. Sorry, I had to literally deal with some shit. So I was just doing stuff, cleaning the carpet and whatever. I realized it was getting a little on the later side, so I went down and I asked the ex, did you let the dog out? Not that it was her job to let the dog out. I was going to take the dog out if she hadn't. And she said, yes, I did. And the dog pooped on the floor. And the dog has not pooped on the floor in quite some time. So that was disheartening. But whatever, it is what it is. At least it's a laminate floor, so it's easy to clean up. And hello, everybody who's watching on YouTube right now. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so very much. I do have a yard. It's not fenced in, but we can like she'll chase the ball. So you throw the ball to her and you do that long enough and she'll work out what she needs to work out. Yeah, I don't want to let Kaba go. And she's pretty good about keeping herself in the yard. Sometimes she'll go next door or it's connected. Whatever. And if she poops in the neighbor's yard, I pick up the poop from the neighbor's yard. No big deal. But she didn't, apparently, poop earlier. She pooped later. Oh my God. Tubby, how are you? It has been a while. We're in debt, my friends. We are absolutely in debt. Do we have anybody that we could get any value for? Landazuri, Quarshi, Rachel, Ruger. Oli Jan, but we bought him. We just bought him and he's injured. Maybe Nick Svider. What have you missed? Well, I don't remember when the last time you were here was. We are in, so we're team number 6 in our little journey. Yeah, we started at Tadabanya, went to Swift, then Diagoras, then OFI, Rio Ave, team number 7, Admira Vacher, and HANSA ROSTOCK. So this is team number 7. We are in the Zweite Bundesliga, and the board just wanted us to stay up. I was never with Dynamo. Brody's injured for a couple of days. Ruger's out for a couple of days. So you haven't been here since we were in Croatia? That's been a hot minute. I mean, we're 58 streams into this save. And I took like almost 2 months off. So we're doing a Journeyman save very much in the Outcast Icon style of second yellow card, where we cannot it's a Journeyman save. We set an additional limitation for us where I can only get 1 badge per club. And we want to win a European trophy with a team that has never been to a European final. Fran. Oh, I remember Fran. I mean, he's probably a different Fran. We had a Fran in Croatia. A busy transfer deadline day is expected. We will take part, even though I don't expect to do much in the way of business. Aaron Opoku is still wanted. There are teams that are interested in him for loan, and we still can't frickin' get rid of him. I still play the music, whether I'm on stream or not. Why do they have us do this? Not that it matters. Why would they have a news item about the squad registration with 15 hours to go in the transfer window? On 1999. I'm still waiting for... So on stream, the Build of Nation just kind of ended. I did play one more season off stream. What? Why have we rejected this offer? Why has the team... Accept all loan offers. No, I was done with that. However, in the offline season, we did finally win the Champions League. The year before, we had made it to the semifinals. We were up 2-0 over Spurs. We were up 2-0 over Spurs with like 20 minutes left to go. We gave up a goal right like in the 90th minute. Then we gave up an equalizer in stoppage time and then lost 4-2. God, was that in December? We won the league by, this is the offline season. Made the Club World Cup. Won the championship by 28 points. Beat Juve in the Champions League final 3-0. Penalty from Oral Israel. Felix Mandelkow scored. Maurice Lopez scored in the 66th minute to ice it. So we won the Champions League, as I said we would. We did the treble. We won the league. We won the cup over Osijek. 14-3 on aggregate. And then we beat Juve. We took care of Barcelona 3-1 on aggregate in the Champions League. We actually won 3-1 on the road and drew at home against Barca. Beat Chelsea in the quarterfinals. AC Milan in the round of 16. What the hell? What the frick? So there you go. We won the whole damn thing. Finally. Why would I lie about that? Let's think. I have no reason to lie about that. Yes, you do. All right, so Ivecic did go to Zwolle. We are still awaiting the signing of Sebastian Groys. Oh, there we go. We got him. B-. Take a B-. He's sick with the fucking flu. Unbelievable. I can't give you the number 5, so I'll give you the number 32. 3 plus 2 is 5. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Aaron Langemuller. Why would I be... I'm not going to answer the question. I love how they just pull these guys. Now, sometimes it's when there's more than just a couple hours left. Like, I don't mind these transfer rumor stories sometimes, because sometimes it does put you on a player that you might be interested. Who the fuck is Matt Sawyer? Marking of 1, tackling of 3. Let's dance. Matt Sawyer is a player that I do not need. Let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance. No, I mean, he's not a defensive player, but it said he could potentially play right back. And I don't have a need at right back, but I am a little thin there just because of injury and whatnot. I'm probably a better defender than he is. Not answering any more questions. I signed the guy I needed to sign. Otherwise, the team is actually pretty well set up for the remainder of the season. Kickers, Mario A-League. How old is your nephew? Out of curiosity. Asian, not even worth taking a look at. Ingolstadt have offered a contract to Eric Vufak. An okay player, but he's not in my plans for the future. So if he's going to go at the end of the season, he is not a Bundesliga player. Your nephew is both 9 and 11? All right, so we brought in Iker Lozada. We brought in Olian, and we brought in Groys. Biblica, Clemens, and like these two guys, those are development loans. Yes, but you had said my nephew, singular. So I was asking the age of the nephew that you were talking about at the time. I have 3 nephews, but if I say my nephew, I'm talking about one of them at a time. Well, Groys will not be making his debut against Holstein Kiel. Most likely against FC Nuremberg in the DFB Pokal quarterfinal. No, that's the age, though, not his attributes. What's up, Sasmaz? How you doing, man? Speaking of the DFB Pokal, Hoffenheim Bayern. So the rough side of the bracket: Hoffenheim Bayern, Leipzig, Bayer Leverkusen. Although it's funny, it's Bayer Leverkusen, but they make Bayer aspirin. Not the football team, but. Thanks, guy. It's my fucking U19's manager. You're a squad player. Yes. I do love it when they come to you and they're all spitting vinegar and you say, nah, dude, I don't think that highly of you. And they're like, that's fair. In ordinary world. Magdeburg just beat Darmstadt. Oh, if we beat Nuremberg and then we get Magdeburg in the semifinals, that would be pretty sweet. Because we know that we can beat Magdeburg. Hands down. And we ended up not getting rid of Apoku, who we've been trying to get rid of all frickin' season long, because every single time we got a loan offer for him, the team just flat out said, nope. Even though we had him loan listed. Even though that's what we wanted. I'm going to sneeze in a minute. Less than a minute. Ponov on the verge of a HANSA Rostock clean sheets milestone. 15 in 23. Needs 2 more to tie Daniel Hoffman from the 94-95 season. We haven't changed this at all, right? Since I saved it? Because I'm thinking, like, if we continue to have this kind of success with it, and we just happen to... I literally have this set. Accept all loan offers. Accept all loan offers. And yet, somehow, he's still here. Can't get rid of him. So, assuming so Hoffenheim and Bayer Leverkusen are going to have to beat the crap out of each other. And one of the 3 Zweite Bundesliga sides remaining in the competition will be taking them on in the final. It'll be either Magdeburg, Nuremberg, or us. How wild is that? So we can't... We've already gotten our coaching badge at this club. At least I'm pretty sure we did. No, I don't want that. Yeah, I did. So I can't now. We do have a Continental B license now, which ain't bad. But we are going to have to make a decision at the end of the year. Do we keep chasing new badges and take a new job? Or do we stay and see what we can do, at least for the next year, with HANSA Rostock in the Bundesliga? I am very curious. It's nothing new, us having to make this kind of... We've been making this kind of choice basically every season. Do we seek to take advantage of whatever momentum we have built up where we are, or do we chase self-improvement? That was an accidental double click. You personally would stay with Rostock in hopes of a better German club coming to hire us. No, I'm not going to put it to a poll. First off, I mean, we've got to get to that point. And I don't want to go... The stay or go would depend on if there is somewhere for us to go to. So if there is a Bundesliga team... If there's a Bundesliga team that's hiring that we think would be a good opportunity, we will probably do what we have been doing, where we stay with our team, but if something comes along, we apply for it and see what happens. Now, because we are here, HANSA Rostock have not been in the European final. That was a clear shot from Bogdanovic that he missed. Now, it'll become super interesting if we somehow, and I'm not looking too far ahead, obviously. Nice touch by Brody. Cut off. Flips it to his left. Peels outside of the box, looking for Unsold. It's cleared away. And Tinkedes overtaken there by Landazuri. Lazada over the top. He's got Unsold. Unsold with a man in the middle looking for him, and it makes its way in. It's going to go off of Paschke. Felix Paschke credited with the own goal. It's Kiel 0, Rostock 1. If we somehow manage to win the DFB Pokal, then we're in Europe. So I think if HANSA Rostock is in Europe, then that pretty much answers our question for us. Bogdanovic, Kister, Paschke, out for Bar. Great save by Ponov, and he keeps it in. First shot on goal of the match for Holstein Kiel. Bar knocked away by Brody. Egloff cuts it wide to his right. Still with it. Egloff into the box. Brody across. Landazuri with a blast, and Wiener makes the save. Unsold with the corner. Farshi. Generally, we stayed only a year. Although we were at Diagoras for a while. We took the job when Diagoras was in the 3rd division. And part of this was because we only took a 1-year contract. We weren't getting badges. So what we did is we signed a 2-year extension. And they gave us the badge. But that year we got back-to-back promotions, though, with the team. So we started in the 3rd tier in Greece, moved up to the 2nd, worked on the badge, and got promoted to the 1st. Now, I don't think we played a full season in the top flight. I don't even think we played in the top flight there at all. I think as soon as we got the team promoted, we took the job with OFI, which was a top half team. Euler heads it for Lamine. Was he onside? Sent across. Doesn't matter. He was not. And we'll take 1-0 into the dressing room. So really, for the last couple of years, we've been chasing the self-improvement track. So there are a lot of clubs we were only at for a year. We have not been fired from anywhere. So every move we have made was a voluntary one. Long throw in, Bar. Back post. Oh, my God. Tenekes. What a header. Unfortunately, that's not coming back. That one's going to count, and Kiel ties it up 51 minutes in. I mean, what a great flick-on header by Tenekes. And Lamine Lozada could not step in front of him. Bottom to the top. Bottom to the top, I got fired at Arsenal. I mean, taking the job at Arsenal was a mistake to begin with. Paschke is in. Off of the post. Cleared away. Yeah, we should never have taken the job at Arsenal. We should have just stayed at Fulham. Egloff. Oh, what a pass to Brody. Terrible shot. Brody, these last couple of matches, has not been on his A game. Oh, what a steal by Egloff. Egloff finds Brody. What the I'm going to call him Dominic Calvert-Brody today. I gotta... We'll put in Svante. Vespa's going to come in for Cabo. We'll make a double change with about 20 minutes left to go. Let's demand more. I mean... Just the own goal in our favor. Nuremberg has moved into second place. All right, Rochel. With the corner. 2 minutes left in regular time. Rochel in. Headed up. Bounced around. Egloff for Rochel. Back for Puels. Landazuri. Vespa back to Landazuri. Malzahun, Lozada, chipped over the top. Unsold is there, and Samuel Unsold scores. He was not onside. He looked onside to me. He absolutely looked onside to me. Because he was not. And that's why I wear corrective lenses, my friends. All right. Good job by Quarshi winning it back. Oh, that pass back had own goal written all over it. Lozada to Ingleson. Mazahund to Vespa. Good possession in the midfield. Thrown forward. Ingleson is under it. Ingleson across. Lozada's got it. Drops it. Rochel. Rochel's got a lane. It's blocked. Puels. Back for Landazuri. Lozada. Rochel with a drive. And unfortunately, not on target. And that'll do it. We are going to drop points on the road at Kiel. Could have been worse. Absolutely could have been worse. We didn't lose, so our unbeaten streak remains. Yes, I really think so. I don't know why. Every time I look over just to make sure the stream is still going, I'm off of I'm off center. 11 in a row without losing in the league, so can't really complain about that. Although if there was no VAR, we would have won that match. Oh, that was that transfer thing. I thought they were talking shit about one of my players. When they talk shit about one of your players, sometimes it's fun to get little war words going, but you gotta be careful when it's a potential transfer conversation, because then you might make a promise about selling the guy, and then that's a pain in the ass. Stop talking about the streak, they're saying on Twitter. We'll never call it X. That's just so fucking stupid. I mean, like, Twitter's not like a genius name, but X is just fucking dumb. You call something X because you're trying to be edgy, and when you're trying to be edgy, you're just gonna fail. Whoa, 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 whoa. Trying to remember what most successful information. They're vulnerable to facing a 4-3-3, which we don't. Well, we do play. We kind of play a 4-3-3. And then we've got Memmingen, who's basically already relegated. So, I mean, part of me just, I'm of two minds about this match. Obviously, a win here will almost guarantee a spot in the final. I know you still have to play the game. But the two teams that we could potentially be facing after this one, or the team that we should be facing after this one, we should be able to beat pretty handily because we've already done so. On the other hand, I'd really rather win the league. I mean, that draw hurt us. Hertha Berlin took advantage. We now are only 5 points to the good over Hertha Berlin, and only 7 points safe in the automatic promotion spot. I do not want to come in third and have to fight our way up into the league. That being said, if that were to happen, it means that there was a gross failure on our part during this period of time. But that would also make my decision fairly easy as far as, do we stay or do we go? I think if we fail to get promoted to the Bundesliga, there is no reason to spend another year at HANSA Rostock. Let's beat Nuremberg and see what happens. Now, we are going to make some changes. because I want to see what Gross can do. Of course, Quarshie's left-footed, isn't he? Yeah. I just did the I mean, I'd have to like get out of the game to look at it to see who. Well, wait a minute, maybe. I think I used the same database for both. Yeah, the Timo. The FM24 Mega Pack by Timo has everything you need. Just to give you an example, North America and the Caribbean has Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Aruba, Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Bermuda, Bonaire, the British Virgin Islands, Canada, Cayman Islands, Cuba, Curacao, Dominica, the Dominican Republic, El Salvador, French Guiana, Grenada, Guadeloupe, Guatemala, Guyana, Haiti, Honduras, Jamaica, Martinique, Montserrat, Nicaragua, Panama, Puerto Rico, St. Bartholomew, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Martin, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Saint Martin, which is the Dutch one, Saint Pierre et Miquelon, I think that goes 3 divisions there, which is crazy. Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, Turks and Caicos, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Yeah, no, I think you can get it from FM Inside. Lazada's injured. So let's bump up Roshel and bring in Spider. No, I don't know any of the. No. I don't update the transfers. Like, I literally don't know any of these players anyway, so. Oli Gerthin for him. Let's give Brody the day off and we'll play Cole Andretta. Because Timo only works when you don't? What do you mean? Oh, when you don't use the updated transfers? Yeah, you can't use a database and then do updated transfers, because then it's 2 databases fighting each other. The updated transfers is changing you can use one or the other. The updated transfers is a database of its own. So Ponath is going to be in goal. It's going to be Puels, Groys, Malzahund, and Ruger, with Spider, Rochel, and Landazuri in the midfield. Unsold, Egloff, and Andretta up top. And let's put a Poku on the bench, because I think I can use him in the midfield. Malzahund is confused because he's looking forward to his battle with what's-his-face. So Nuremberg is actually in better form than we are. Somehow. Well, I mean, I did a North American Journeyman. And I had fun. It came to an end because I just kind of got distracted. That's kind of how all of my YouTube saves come to an end. Like, something happened. Like, I get on a roll. I get ahead of myself. Like, so I've got, like, sometimes I'll have a week's worth of episodes done before they start airing. When time catches up to me is when I tend to go, oh, do I want to do, because then I'm like pressured to get it recorded and get it edited all in like one day to keep the schedule up, and I just go, my brain explodes. Puels picks it off. Egloff. He's got a runner up front. Unsold. Bit of a heavy touch. Still in control. Up the sideline. Puels moves it to his right. Knocked away by Yairo. Up ahead. And Koulemans drops her for El Hilali. Puels gets it back for Unsold. Has a man in the middle. Can't really get it out of the snow. So Yairo wins it back. Well, when you're trying to build the channel, I mean, honestly, I should be doing something a little bit more structured here. You really think so, Saz? Or is it just because the game's not new anymore? Oh, crap. Lela is in. Lela shoots. What a defensive play. Great recovery by Groys. Okunuki sends it in. Groys clears it. I mean, that's why I wouldn't be doing any. I would just be doing my thing, but I get it. See, I guess part of me feels like I can't just do a Satan. Like, after doing this, I can't just do it. I mean, I can. But it's hard to kind of get up for a save where I'm just doing it in the vacuum. Like, I like the ones that tell a story. I will watch some of the more long-form things that, like, Luke does or Tom does. But I do like the episodic storytelling. I like the storytelling more than the, you know, just, here's what happened. Like, I did this. Come on, Unsold on the corner. Let's go. Popped up. Eliolali, Egloff, Unsold, along the byline, loses control, plays it over. Rashel with a drive. That is true. Like, I actually kind of agree with you on that. And some of it, like, I try to do it without shtick. Like I feel for the most part that the stuff I do on YouTube is just like the Twitch. You know, obviously without the interaction. But, like, I call the games the same way. I say the same thing. Give them the penalty. But you're right, there are very few guys who are polished enough to, there it is. Like, and something you have to look, though, past the shtick. Like Jack is solid, Kev is solid, but No. Whatever. Those are the guys I watch. I watch Loki. I watch Lelujo. I watch Work the Space. Well, yeah, that's kind of what he's been doing lately. Well, I do that. Like, so because I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, like, there's this. the video of the stream just gets saved to YouTube. I don't even slap it in. I don't do anything to it. I do miss... Like, yeah, it's kind of fun when Matt does, like, weird stuff. But, like, I really like Matt's edited content. Like, the last Outcast Icons. Most of what he's done... He got a little weird with the Nordic Nomad thing. Because I wasn't quite following the story. And I'm like, how do you hide out by becoming a successful football manager on a continental scale? Like, that didn't make sense. But just the way he presents it. See, I love the Journeyman stuff. But I mean, just the way he presents it. Oh, what a ball for Rochel. Oh, man. One touch too many. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty good match by Groyce. Malzahn blocked. I kind of like home. See, the one thing Jack... I'm not trying to knock on anybody. The one thing that bothers me that Jack... Like, now that I've seen enough of it, like, he tends to sign the same players. I guess Kev does the same thing in a way. Oh! Get it clear. Nice. Leluja was my entree. You know, I came to Matt later. In fact, the first time that I saw Matt, I wasn't sure. I didn't know what... I didn't quite know what to make of him. And then he became one of my favorites. Matt has always just felt relatable. And he's felt like what he's done is genuine. Like I feel like Jack and Kev specifically play up the drama. And I do, like, when I do the YouTube stuff, I do that a little too, because I you know, I'm a radio guy, so when I do the intro, I try to throw a little in. Now, the thing is, when I do the intros, and I mention this a lot when I'm doing the videos, I record the intro first. So if I've got like the quarterfinal of the DFB Pokal, I record, like, I say the things I'm going to say about it, like how big of a game it is and how important it is to get through and blah, 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 before I've played the game. Now, if it ends up being a blowout, I know that can sound insincere, so I make sure that people know that I literally record that before I play. I just know what's coming up, not how it turns out. Sometimes I feel like especially with... Oh, Angles, he's got to be offside. Tell me he's offside. Son of a bitch. Wow. That sucked. Now I watched a good amount of Zealand, like his tutorial stuff. Oh yeah, well, I always forget. Yeah, Zealand doesn't do YouTube saves, and I have trouble watching his streams just because there's so many people in there. I can't keep up with chat. It's hard enough to keep up with chat normally. All right, Pills picks it up. Unsold. I mean, this is probably not going to lead anywhere, this highlight. And I admit, sometimes I have trouble keeping up with Matt on stream. Just because there's a lot of chat going on. Especially when he's like looking at players and doing the Build a Nation stuff, especially, was really challenging. I thought this said unbeaten. Unbehauen. Unsold. Ingelsson. Oh! The other thing, like, I don't know, I'm not a huge, like, when I'm watching... No, I mean, I get this, like, because I want to know what people are saying. And, you know, sometimes, and I'm sure you've done this, where you don't need to... Tubby, you don't really need to do the loan farm. Just look at the loan farm instead. Like, it's just a development tool. It gives you the freedom, because by the time you get to that part, you probably, like, in Croatia, I had more money than I knew what the fuck to deal with. So I would buy Wonder Kids with nowhere to play them. Now, Croatia was tough because you can only have a certain number of loans per team. And because the league was the size that it was, there were certain teams, like Dinamo. I could not loan a player to Dinamo to save my life. Because of the rivalry. Oh! What a save. Yeah, so you sign the players you want, you let other teams give them the playing time they need to develop into the player that you need them to be. But also at the same time, if you've got potentially world-class players that only you can afford, and then you give them to other teams. We're going to Pens. And now they're playing on the teams around you, then it helps them in their European campaigns. But I never got too crazy with it. All right, Ponat. Oh, Kanuki gets him to go the wrong way. That's not good. 1-0 to Nuremberg. Unseld.
Score!
1-1. Maza against Ponov. Oh, I thought he made the save. I thought he made that save. Son of a bitch. Man who hasn't played all year. It's a Poku. Yeah, that's the thing. You loan players out and you loan them to your nation. It's never going to make the other teams better than you, in my opinion. Not in the long term. What the hell? That's the second save that Ponot should have made. Spider. Still tied up at 4. Well, usually, what do you make, like, I would do it where I would set the expectations. Like, I wouldn't put any restrictions on it. I wouldn't say you've got to play them in this position and you've got to pay their salary. I would basically give them to them for free. Sven Ingelsson. Oh my God! Oh, we are out of the DFB Pokal. Well, I saw the goalie go in the wrong direction. I've never have I seen that before. That being said, a 7.4 for Sebastian Grois. Oh no, he suck again. Okay, so now we just worry about the league. See, you had to say the V word. Svante Ingelsson. Grois was great. And we just made $1.49 million for playing in the quarterfinal. So Nuremberg's going to play Magdeburg. Like, fuck, man. That should have been us. That absolutely should have been us. Oh. I know, but like you just... It brings all of those emotions back up. All right, unrelated. I gotta go to bed. Everybody here, thank you so very much. All you guys on Twitch, the guys who've been hanging out on YouTube, I hope you've subscribed. Please say that you did. I appreciate it. If you're already subscribed, great. If not, fantastic. You guys are all the best. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so very much for being here. It's so good to see Tubby and Pagan Samurai again. No, it's unrelated, Tubby. It really is. That's it. I fucked up my back the other day. And it's kind of been giving me issues. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised there isn't a Vaduz related command out there. Is there anybody streaming? Let's go to Do we want to do a network save? That's the question. No idea. I'm flying by the seat of my pants on these. I have not decided. Let's go see Frodank Baggies. Everybody say hi to him for me. I appreciate that your time is valuable. And the fact that you spend some of it here, that means a lot. So thank you very much. I really should just do this. Screw the rest of the things. I don't have the chat coming up anyway. But it just, again, shows me just how far off center I'm sitting. Thank you all so much for being here. I will catch you on the flippity flop. You are the best. Until then, bye-bye.